I'm Sybil. My fiance is Kok Song, and he's running for president. So caregiver support has been very important to me ever since I was a child. It's still important to me today. I moved to Singapore now maybe 18 over years. So what I personally support has to do with last mile and gap funding for healthcare. It has to do with finding ways that we can improve, whether it is manpower, which is a global concern, not just a Singapore thing. Sometimes it's greater than money. I mean, money is great, but I believe in philanthropy is time, talent, treasure, ties, and testimony. And in that way, I mean, treasure would be money. And I always believe it's not about giving. It should be sharing what we have. Because giving just sounds strange, right? It's not giving to something. It's always about sharing with others. And that would also mean time. Time, because it takes time to truly understand. And how we understand is we have to engage people by listening to them. And without being able to listen to their side, we don't really know what the needs are, or we can't see in what ways we can help. And by really understanding that ground, a lot of people talk about walking the ground, which is fine. I truly believe you have to walk the ground to know the ground. But to understand it, you have to be involved. And you have to do that on a regular basis. So I want to come back to the other one, which is ties, and which is something that both Kok Song and I have been participating in for a long time. Ties would mean it is greater than just money or spending your own time at something, but it is mobilizing your network. I think it was the first time I ever spoke to the media. Hi, good morning. Kok Song is standing for president to serve the people of Singapore. Our family and I fully support him. 国松竞选总统是希望和人民携手保障新加坡的未来。我们全家人都给他支持、鼓励与陪伴。谢谢。I wasn't wearing my glasses. So when I don't wear my glasses, I tend to squint. And also when I don't wear my glasses, I blink a lot because not only can I not see, but I'm not used to having lights on me, and it's so many lights that it's blinding. So I think it sparked a meme called Free Sybil. I thought that was fantastic. I mean, we thought it was hilarious. And I can understand because when we do things that we aren't comfortable or aren't used to, it really thrusts us onto a steep learning curve, but which has been enjoyable for me. And I think I saw something on Mr. Brown, which I thought was really, really funny. So we really enjoy, I mean, Kok Song and I enjoy looking at things like this and find it hilarious. But of course, I think people don't really know us, and especially because we're both very private people. So I grew up in Canada. I went to Chinese school on the weekends. I probably studied up to grade 6 Chinese, but it was mainly Cantonese because we speak Cantonese at home. So you may have heard me speak Mandarin, and so I'm sorry it's not that great.
What's the more romantic one between the two of you?
The more romantic one? I think it has to be him because maybe I was quite oblivious about perhaps how he felt, and I think because maybe I wouldn't have expected that he would think that way about me, because all I had for him was respect in the beginning, and a lot of that came from listening to his story, because when he shared with me how he grew up, that he had 10 brothers and sisters, and how he took care of all of them and his parents, how he lifted his family out of poverty, how he cared for his wife when she was dying of cancer, how he put her before his own career and he took a year off of work. To me, that is very Chinese in the sense that I might not sound very Chinese, but inside I'm very traditional, I'm very Chinese, and filial piety is something that is one of the core values that we all have. And I felt that, hey, this person is interesting, or this person is quite different from what I would expect. The next thing that I thought was, he has humility. Also another value that was important to me. And by, I guess, spending time with him and seeing him interact with people, he's incredibly kind. No matter who it is, or whatever, no matter how big or small the ask, whether it is his friend or someone he barely knows, and they want some help, without asking, he'll say, of course. Or he'll ask that person, what do you need? And I think it's small things like that. Or it's even, after we hang out for a while, then he'll say like, can we go and dabao something? Or we're at the hawker center, and he'll say, can I dabao this? Because I want to bring it home for my daughter. And his daughter is 33 years old, right? And it's small things like that that show you someone is incredibly caring. And I think that built up over time. I never regret anything. I think every single thing has its purpose and has to happen exactly the same way it has happened to get us to today. I also believe that anything worth doing is never easy. And sometimes it's going to be difficult. But how do we grow? All of us grow if we put ourselves in extremely uncomfortable situations. For me, maybe uncomfortable situation is being in front of a camera. But in other ways, I'm also brave. So I hope that the people will see that and give us a chance to show them who we really are.